I'm back, guys. Sorry, something bad happened. Ran out of storage on my phone, but that doesn't matter. And thou shalt set the altar of the burnt offering before the door, in the terminus of the tent of the congregation. And thou shalt set the laver between the tent of the congregation and the altar, and shall put water therein. And thou shalt set up the courtroom about and hang up the hanger at the court. And thou shalt take the anointing oil and anoint the turbans and all that is therein, and shall hallow it, all the vessel thereof, and shall be holy. And thou shalt anoint the altar of the burnt offering, and all the vessels, and sanctify thee. The altar, and it shall be an altar, and most holy. And thou shalt anoint the laver in his foot, and sanctify it. And thou shalt bring Aaron and his sons unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and wash them with water. And thou shalt put upon Aaron the holy garments, and anoint him, and sanctify him, and he may minister unto me in the priest's office. And thou shalt bring his sons, and clothe them with coats, and thou shalt anoint them as thou didst anoint their father, and they may minister unto me in the priest's office, for the anointing shall surely be an everlasting priesthood throughout their generations. And thus did Moses according to all that the Lord commanded him, so did he. And it came to pass in the first month in the second year, on the first day of the month, the turbulence was reared up. And Moses reared up the turbulence, and fasted his sockets, and set up the boards thereof, and put in the boards thereof, and railed up his pillars. He spread abroad in the tent over the turbulence, and put the covering of the tent above it, as the Lord commanded Moses. He took and put the testimony into the ark, and set the stars on the ark, and put the mercy seat above upon the ark. He brought the ark unto the turbulence, and set up the veil of the covering, and covered the ark of the testimony, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he put table in the tent of the congregation upon the sides of the turbulence, but northward without the veil. He set the bread in an order upon it, and before the Lord, as the Lord had commanded Moses. He put the candlesticks in the tent and the congregation over against the table on the side of the turbulence of southward. And he lighted the lamps before the Lord, and as the Lord commanded Moses. He put the golden altar in the tent of the congregation before the veil. He burnt sweet incense thereon, that the Lord commanded Moses. He set up the hanging at the door of the turbulence. He put up the altar of the burnt offering by the door of the turbulence of the tent of the congregation, and the offering upon it, the burnt offering and meat offering, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he set the laver between the tent of the congregation and the altar, and put water there to wash withal. And Moses and Aaron and his sons washed their feet and feet. And when they went into the tent of the congregation, and when they came near unto the altar, they washed all the Lord commanded Moses. And he built up the court round and about the turbulence and the altar, and set up the hanging of the court gate. So Moses finished the work. Then the cloud covered the tent of the congregation, and the glory. Dang, I messed up right there. I didn't do that. Yeah, I'm a little tired here, guys. Another lot filled the turbulence, and Moses was not able to enter into the tent of the congregation, because the cloud abode there, and the glory of the Lord filled the turbulence. And when the cloud was taken up over the turbulence, and the children of Israel went on the journeys, if the cloud were not taken up, they journeyed not till the day that it was taken up. For the cloud could not Lord was upon the turbulence by day, and fire was on it by night, in the sight of all the house of Israel, and throughout all the journeys.